Hello guys, this is DFXS. Once again, welcome to TFX family. We love and we adore you traders, and I believe you had a great weekend. Guys, I just want to show you the power of 3D Spike EA and how lucky people are, because this is like having 4 robots. It's like purchasing 4 robots, but we are giving it at one like a single robot, because the Spike EA, it contains strategy 1, 2, 3, 4 strategies, whereby if we were just after people's money, those are like 4 different robots. But because we always want all traders to make money out of forex, because there is a lot of money in forex, what people lack is the right tool to milk the money. And this is why we are giving this to make sure that you'll be making money. All you need to do, it is to give your time testing your demo account for all those 4 strategies, because they are very great. And I'm going to show you in this video the work of all those 4 strategies, so that you can have full understanding of the system, because there is no way you want to make money with this system. You must make money. That is a must. You must make money out of 4 strategy. You must make money. The only thing you need, it is to give yourself time, test the strategies, because they are so powerful and they are all working great. All you need, it is to look the one that will suit you, or the one that you would love most. Though all are good, and this is why you need to test them all in 4 demo accounts, because there are 4 strategies, so you have to test them in 4 demo accounts. And in just 1 to 2 weeks, you are good to go. In just 1 to 2 weeks, you'll have a good decision to know which strategy you'd love most before you enter to another strategy. So let me unveil this and show you uh, the strategies, or the power of these strategies, guys. So let's go number one, the strategy number one for 3D Spike EA. The EA mean expert advisors, other people, they only know the word robot. So if you say the EA, they don't understand, but when you say robot, they understand. This is the automated, it's a hands-free system. You don't need to do anything, only to set up, then you are good to go. The first strategy, when we go here to strategy, we have the strategy of 3D spikes. What is the meaning of 3D spikes? Let me educate you. The 3D spikes, they mean that any of the spike detector that will detect the spikes here, the robot will take position. And when the spike happen, the first arrow that will appear at the end of the spikes, the robot will close the trades automatically. So the 3D spikes means any of the spike that you want to trade. Remember, we have 3D spike detector, we have 5G spike detector, and we have vector spike detector. So this one, it is the vector spike detector. So if you select vector, let me show something here. After the strategy, we have the indicators. As if you double click there, you'll see we have the vector, we have 5G, and we have 3D. This means that if I select this spike strategy and select 5G, what will the robot do? Let me show you. We have selected the spike, the strategy for 3D spikes, and the indicator, we selected 5G. Let's click OK. So what robot will trade at this point? Let's delete this one. Let me show you, and let us insert 5G. And remember, you don't have to attach any of the indicator, but If you attach, there is no problem, but if you don't attach, still there is no problem. The robot will take, the only thing you need to do is to make sure you install them correctly. The robot will pick according to what you selected in that robot. Now, because we selected 3 spikes and 5G, now let us give a good example by inserting this 5G. So this means that this robot will be trading the 5G. And remember, the 5G, it is for short trade, while the 3D, it is for the long trade, and vector is for the scalping. So for short trade, you go for this 5G, which can take trades all the way from this place to this place, then from this place to here. That's where the 5G will work. And the moment the 5G will start again giving the opposite signal, the robot will take trades automatically if you haven't set the profit that you want in the robot. So the 5G, when we select the 3D spikes with the 5G, that's what the robot will trade. Will trade any of the 5G when the 5G start popping, detecting any of the spike. That's where the robot will take position. So once again, if you select again the 3 spikes and you want to trade the 3D for long trades, if you click OK, this means that let us insert 3D and see what 3D means. This means that the robot will take trades only when the 3D spike pop up. Let me do this. Is this you see? Now it will take that position at this point because this is a crash for sell spike. It will take, as you can see, it doesn't repaint, because if it repaints, then this means this 3D should be here, but you can see the market go all the way on past this area, but the 3D stuck there, meaning that this market was a down trade. And as you can see, it falls, my friend, it falls like a lightning to this place. So this is where the robot would have been taking the trades. This is people with who are working and they have a good capital, so they can hold. They don't care, they don't scalp, they just want a good money they can hold, and finally they got their money from here. This is the exit of the robot. So as you can see, this is the 3D, it's for the long trade, 5G, it's for the short trade, and there's the vector, it's for the scalping. So the strategy number 1, it will pick the trades according to what you selected, whether it is 3D or 5G. Wherever they pop up, it will take the trades and it will exit the trade after the appearance of opposite signal. Let's go to strategy number 2. The strategy number 2, it is 3D spikes with trend line. 3D spikes and trade lines. As you can see on my chart here, I have the trend lines. The first strategy, it's just open freely, but the second strategy is guided by trade line. So the same thing, it matters with what indicators you're selecting. Let's say, for instance, I take the vector. I want to do the scalping with the vector. So let us insert the vector here to give a good example. Now, this tells me, because now I'm working with the strategy tool, which contains the trade line and the vector, it tells me that the robot won't buy until there is a trade line and the vector. You know, the trade line always act like a support and resistance. So it will work according to the support and resistance in minute 1, where the robot will find that there is a trend line and a vector. There is when the robot will take that position and it will exit at this point. This means that there will be another entry here if the vector will pop up, and because we are in the trade line. So it cannot buy for some scalping here, but it will only buy or sell the vector that will pop up after touching or when it detects that is coming from the resistance, that's when it will sell. If it is a boom, when it is detecting the support, that's why it will buy the spikes. Remember, it's only, this one is for only spikes. It's only spikes. That's why it's known as 3D spike detector. So it will be guarded. Strategy 2 for 3D spikes in the trend line, it will be guarded by these trend lines. And remember, if you are working with a 3D, for instance 3D, and you remember that 3D is for long trade, so you cannot use the same setting for this vector, or let me show you something here. Let's say, for instance, we are working with a 3D, and remember, you cannot just insert 3D here. Remember, now we are going to set two indicators here. We are working with the 3D and the strategy number 2 for trade line and spikes. And let's see where our 3D is. So you are supposed to adjust. Let me see if there is something clear here that can help us set our 3D. I think this place is good. Let me delete this one and insert our 3D. Yeah, let me insert our 3D there. Now, in a place like this one, you cannot just say that it is good to adjust the setup or the setting of our 3D of our trend line, because you want to go for a long trade. So you can jump from this one to 480. Remember, it goes with the time frame, which means that for it, it's like working with the 4 hours, and see that it is still in that area. That's why in big time frame, you will find that this is a consolidation area, or it is the end of the trade. Now we are expecting this market to drop. This is why you can see our 3D is here, but there is a long trade for 3D, all from this place to this place. So with the settings, you are supposed to adjust some setting. Don't use the same settings of scalping, because you want to go for long trade. So adjust the period of a trend line, so that you can catch up all these until the end of that 3D. So that's why I'm telling you, it's good to test it in your demo account to find the good setting for 3D and the good setting for 5G and for vector. Remember, we will say when we are setting the system, we are sending the system with the default setting, and you can continue making money as you continue practicing your settings. That's why I'm revealing for you of what to do, so that you can understand what to do in your demo account till you get what suits your desire. Now, that is the strategy number 2, which we said it works with the trend lines, and it won't pick the trade until there is a support or resistance over a trade line. Then from that point, it will pick the trades. Now, let's go to strategy number 3. The strategy number 3, it is the 3D spikes and H1 arrows. What does that mean? Let's go this one. Let me delete this one. The H1 arrows, it is this one, but we have combined this one. Instead of having two indicators here, one for arrows and the other one for dotted. Now let me show you. As you can see, these are the arrows that are from H1. This means that these settings of H1, it detects support and resistance. So there is this one for the arrow, and we have another one for trade maker. So for this one for the arrow, we combine them so that it can give you, instead of having all those things stuffs, no, we have to delete this one and work only with this one, because it contains the arrow also. So that will depend with what you want to see. If you are trading for the strategy 3 for H1 arrow, this one is what you are supposed to be looking for. Forget about the dotted. And the other things you are supposed to understand, when we say H1, we don't mean or it's only supposed to be in H1. You can trade for H4, you can trade for 30 minutes, but what you are supposed to understand is that the arrow indicate also the support and the resistance. But the difference between this arrow and this dotted, the arrow will appear before the dotted. This is why you need to see, I just want to enter early over support or resistance, or you have to wait until it's stable. That is up to you. There's people want to take early opportunities. There is one who said, I just want to hold until there is still totally confirmed support and resistance. And maybe sometimes people will miss some spikes here before they dotted. So that is up to you. You can trade the arrow of each 1 or 30 minutes. You can set wherever you are, but wherever you want. What you need to understand is that it detects support and resistance. So if I say for example, let me delete this one. Let me say that I just want to work with this support or resistance, or I want to reduce. I don't want to work to this small resistance. This is where what you're supposed to do. You just adjust the period of resistance. We can say, let's say I'm supposed to put there like any number that can be divided by 3. Let's say 20 can be 27. 27 can be divided by 3, it is 9, and there it's also 9. Then I can click OK. If I click OK, I can see that now I'm trading from this support to this resistance. Then I can see like I will miss some opportunity because there is a reversal here, there is a pullbacks here. These small pullbacks mean a lot in minute 1. This is why you need to trade with to detect, all to make sure that you are set up. You can trade the pullbacks that you want in big time frame, so that it can detect in that minute 1. So this means that let's say, for instance, let's me put this one. Let's say if I want to trade all these small pullbacks, this, as you can see, this one are very meaningful. This settings is very good. This is setting for 1867 or 1866. So if I find that I just want to trade these small pullbacks, this one, and I know that this is H1, and this, it's a big trade only from this one to here, from here to here. It's a big trade in minute 1. So it is not good to miss these opportunities here. So if I say now 1667, it's the best setting I have seen in H1 in crash 1000. This setting, it's what I will set in my robot. So I will go to crash 1000 and I will insert, or I will attach my robot and set here 18, 6, 7, and here was 1, 1. Now, that is the setting that I will give for crash 1000, so that it can trade all those small pullbacks that I saw in H1. So if I select that one, I don't have to attach anything in H1. Remember, I was just doing testing of which support and resistance I want to support to trade in H1. So if I set this trade, the robot will pick it automatically with or without anything attached in H1. So all you need, it is to know the settings of the pullbacks you want to trade in big time frame. Then from there, you can set it in your robot, and the robot will pick it automatically, and it will take trades in minute 1 according to the support and resistance that you give. This is what the robot will be trading from big time frame to spike. This mean 1 time frame. So 1 time frame, it will only buy according to these pullback. So if it is not if it is beyond that, the robot will still look if it has breaking the support or the resistance, the resistance, yes, then it will wait until there is a good formation for resistance, then it can continue selling. That is a perfect thing that we have done in our in our robot. So the strategy 3, that is the strategy 3, and strategy 4. The strategy 4 is for spike and trade maker. The spike and trade maker. Let me show you something here. We said that we combine, instead of having two indicators, we have one for the arrow, which for strategy 3 for H1 arrows, and the other one is for this dotted. So if you want to adjust, for instance, you just want to put here, let's say 10 10 3 3. If I adjust 10 3 3 here, and say that I want to trade these pullbacks for strategy 3, you see, I will just look for these white arrows. You can see there is this arrow, there is no dotted here. This is why I told you it comes early before the dotted. So when you said that, it will only pick for this arrow and say, oh, I want to trade this, I want to trade this. But if you want to trade the strategy 4 for dotted, the same thing, you just set there the setting that you want. See where the indicator in the where it indicates support and resistance. If you're satisfied with those pullbacks or those supports, then you can set that in your robot. So let's say, for instance, I say I want to trade strategy 3 with this setup, which is for 10-3-3-1-1. So that is what exactly I will set to my robot. That is what you need to set. And remember, you always attach the robot. So you will always attach the robot like here and say, I saw that the strategy 10 3 3, here is 1, here is 1. If I saw that that strategy is what suits what I want in H1, that's what I will trade in minute 1. So it is the same setup you'll give to the robot, and if you give it to robot, that is what the robot will trade automatically. So you don't have to attach anything in H1. You only need to understand what is in H1. Then automatically you can do that. Then from there, you are good to go. The robot will be picking the trades or the spikes according to the support and resistance you give it. So you must be careful, or you are supposed to be knowing that what you want to trade. So if you don't want to trade these pullbacks, you just want a long trade, but in minute 1, a long trade. But this one is still a long trade. From here to here, guys, it's a long trade. From here to here, it is the long trade, guys. Even here to here, it means a lot in minute 1. But anyway, if you don't want to trade these pullbacks, then you can just adjust your setup here, put the number that you can divide by 3, which is like that one, then click OK. This means that you will be trading only if this one is boom for buy. You'd only be trading this area to this area. Now here there is no any trade. So all you need, if it is the 45 15 15 that you saw that is suiting what you want, remember that's what you will do into your robot. After attaching the robot again, you will set there 45 15 15, and you can save that template. Let's say, for instance, you are trading for strategy 4 and you have already set up that one, because you don't have to do that every day. So if you click OK, you can save that template which contains now that robot. You can save that template and say that one is for the crash 1000. So if you save that template, every day you want to trade crash 1000, you only need to go to your templates and insert that template, and that means it contains the setting that you saw, or you saw that are suiting what you want to trade. So it is simple is that. It is very, very, very simple is that, guys. To any of these 4, because we have 2 booms, one for boom 1000, crash 1000, boom 500, and crash 500. you only need to set up that in less than 1 hour. So after calculating, doing calculation and know what you want to trade, then you can set that to robot once and for all, save the templates, and you are good to go. The good thing is, and I'm repeating this because this is what people don't understand, these are the best strategies. You can't tell me, oh, I just want to know the support of the system, blah, 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 blah. This is all you need to know to set up. These are support. They indicate support and resistance. So the robot will be trading according to the support and the resistance. And the good thing is, for instance, if this one is a down trade and something happened, this market continue going up and break this resistance, the robot cannot give you a huge negative. It will close if they were the open orders, it will close them automatically and wait for the formation of a sell if it is a sell thing. And remember this, at this point you can see they drop beyond our support here and the robot never repeated the support. So this means that if something happened and break this area completely, and they were a buy position because this one is boom, the robot, when it detecting the big time frame that the market has break the support or the resistance, and there was the opening buy in a place like this one, and there was a support, the robot will close all open position, and you can never ever experience a huge negative. This means that you can never blow your account unless you are using a big lot size that is not reasonable even in the market. But if you are using a good money management, there is no way, even if the market changes from the big time frame, the robot will close that order and wait for another formation, for another good support. Then it will recover what it lost from this area, which is not a big money. So that is the best thing. So if anything happen in big time frame, the robot also will close all the trade, or it can also take the profit if something is happening there, and maybe the trade want to change and you are in profit, good profit, then also the robot will close and wait for a good formation for either support or resistance. That is the good thing, because what we did to our system here, it is to make sure that your account is protected. So what I wanted to show you in this video, it is to make sure that you understand that you have 4 strategies. And having 4 strategies, guys, this means that you have like 4 robots in one system. So you are very lucky to work with the TFX company. Those are the strategies, guys. For the next time, again, we'll cover about the settings, though we covered them in the main video about when we were launching this 3D Spike EA, but we'll continue educating you of how to use the other setting. And if you purchase the system and maybe you are undergoing any of the challenge, guys, you can still contact us and we can assist you. So thank you so much, guys. And once again, let's make money together. Let's grow together and make this family big. Remember, you can watch this video to our YouTube channel, because we share a lot of stuffs in our channel, in our Telegram channel. Sometimes you may miss some important videos, so it's good to be on our TFX YouTube channel. And remember, when you get there, subscribe, and also you can activate the bell so that every time we share the video there, you can be notified, and then you can continue or we can work in the same page. Thank you so much. Once again, welcome to TFX family. We love you and we adore you.